Hey there, I'm Mr. Terry, high school history teacher. Welcome back to another History Teacher X video. All right, we got another compilation of memes from Vaazkl. Let's check them out together. All right, this compilation can be found in the link down below. Has a lot more memes as well. All right, let's just look at the first frame. Medieval people, and then I don't know what the people are below, but let's see.
Medieval people. I'll put dragons here to indicate danger and unknown lands. Modern people. There were dragons back then.
Here's the thing I was wondering about this. It's like, you know how you get those big giant serpents and things in maps? Do you think that was just because of like people not coming back, you know, and from dangerous missions, and they just, you know, they shipwrecked, and so they're just like, there must be some crazy monsters out there. Although I bet the first time someone saw a whale or like a huge shark jumping out of the water was probably pretty freaked out.
Women boxing on a roof, circa 1930s. This is the raddest photo I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ladies Fight Club. Samurai posing in front of the Sphinx on a Japanese official tour to learn about the world. 1864.
That was awesome because we have a meeting of two worlds. Now we have two, honestly, like an ancient world, a medieval world meeting up in modern times, right? We got ancient Egypt, we got the samurai. Now this is just right after Japan opened up. The United States forces its way in, opens up the country. Japanese start learning about the rest of the world. Now, one sad thing though is samurai are going to be becoming extinct here pretty soon because Meiji Restoration is going to boot them out.
Designed by experts with PhDs. You
No
simply
heart in
don't
that.
get it. Built by medieval illiterate
See, that is a
peasants.
monument to God
Ancient
down there.
Egypt, 2500 BC. Finally, another pyramid that shows my greatness.
Exactly.
Siberia, 2500
Truth?
BC. Well said, Ivan Mamuthovich. These captures are getting downright philosophical. The ship of Theseus. Researchers have
was
used
awesome.
the Easter Island Moai replicas
Hey, I covered
to
this in
show
a
how
video.
they might have been warped to where they are displayed. Finally, people need to realize aliens aren't the answer for everything. Wrong, it's aliens.
All right, this is cool. I did a video recently, an original, on mysteries from history. And the Moai are still very mysterious. But one thing we did find out about them, this is the Easter Island heads, right? Is, yeah, we think we know how they walked it. And it kind of looked like this. And it's so true. I hate the ancient aliens thing. Not just because it's, I mean, it's like kind of weird, whatever. But it does. It, like this comment says, it's so like anti-ancient people. Like, no, they were stupid. They couldn't do anything. Like, no, we don't give them enough credit.
What's a ship that really annoyed you? I'm curious to know. Unsinkable, my butt. Europeans lost words. Oh no, a rat. How would
The
you even
plague.
defeat this? Hey bro, chucks grenade.
Exactly. Well, the thing is that didn't exist at that time. But yeah, I mean, that was the peak of ancient warfare. It's like, there's nothing you can do about that. You got shields for arrows. You got pointy sticks for cavalry. And then you got armed hand-to-hand combat.
Anime since 2000 BCE. What the hell was Japan on? New Coke protests,
was way cooler,
1985. Our children will never know refreshment. New taste. Yeah.
It's true. Coke got ruined at that time. Then you get that nice old classic Coke that, you know, is probably way worse for you. You know, real sugar. I don't know. Maybe that's better than all the artificial crap they're putting in now.
Sorry, but this is hilarious. Can I take a picture of the moon? The Tower of Pisa. Yes, sorry. A 40,000-year-old sculpture of a lion man is the earliest known evidence of humans evolving a mind capable of imagination. Let the record show that the first humans capable of imagination immediately invented furry.
No, do not let the record show it. Strike that from the record.
Rejected designs for the
Okay, let's look at it. I mean, the Eiffel Tower, to be honest, it's not great looking. I mean, it's cool because it's big, it's iconic, but like, no, we don't need any more like Gothic crap. I get so sick of that. Something a little more classic. I'm down. I mean, what do you say? The middle one? That one's pretty cool. I like that. Spiral one, we got enough. We got Trajan's Column. We don't need a copy. What do you think? Let me know down below.
Eiffel Tower. I like the middle one. Robert Earl Hughes, 1927 to 58, is the heaviest person ever recorded at 1,071
how did his
pounds.
legs
This was back when there was no fast food restaurants around, so this guy was a real eater. Just moved into my own place.
This is
Rate my
interesting
set-
because like food was probably way healthier. Had so many less preservatives and things, but I mean that getting to that weight at that age or that in that time would be very genetic.
restaurants around, so this guy was a real eater. Just moved into my own place. Rate my setup. Peasants only. In the ancient Persian Empire, men used to debate
ancient
ideas
Persia.
twice. Once sober and once drunk. The idea had to sound good in both
Dude, that's
states in order
perfect.
to be considered
Heck yeah.
a good idea.
We never talk about Persian philosophy though, so maybe it just never went anywhere. I don't know.
To Tsar Nicholas II of Russia and King George V,
They're
they look
cousins.
the same. One
If you didn't know, they're cousins. The whole freaking Europe was all related.
Of
World
the
War
fifth
One was a
graders I
family
worked with
affair.
Made this in his science class. It wasn't even for a grade. Rock. The Rock. A Rock. I like him.
What grade did he get?
In 1871, a woman from Quebec hired a hearse with the sole intention of riding around town, smoking in the coffin bed while enjoying the view.
Yeah.
2000s. When I
Chilling,
die, I want to be
cruising.
buried in the family grave. Of course, honey. 793 to 1066. Is it okay if we put your bones in our swords? It would be an honor.
Wait, explain what? Bones into swords? Anyone know that one? Help me out on that one. Okay, so before like the Norman showed up?
Anyone with a time machine. Don't end yourself. You are a genius. Really? People of the future will pay
Van Gogh.
millions for your paintings. You probably
But not while you're alive, sorry. Vincent Van Gogh is top 3 my favorite artists. Holy
no,
crap, look
you
at this.
needed to see pictures of flexing Victorian babes, but you did. Westerners nowadays. Hey
Probably
guys,
got
wanna walk to
ridiculed.
the bar? It's just 10 minutes away. 10 minutes? Are you crazy? Let's take the car. Romans, 2,200 years ago. Hey guys, Hasdrubal has crossed the Alps. He is at Metaurus right now. Metaurus, that's only half Italy away. If we don't sleep, we will only need 7 days walking to
Dude,
get there.
everything was so
There is-
far.
No,
We were
anybody who disturbs my coffin will be
ancient.
cursed. Cyrus, I was a good king. Please don't disturb my tomb. If it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Yeah, don't mess with. I mean, Alexander the Great, he paid tribute to it when he conquered Persia. He respected it, and then basically destroyed their empire.
Cowboys in fiction. Okay, Arthur, let's go kill a gazillion people and then rob a boat to Tahiti. Cowboys in reality. I just move cattle from place to place
True.
and don't have enough money to own a
True.
gun. One like, and I will declare myself emperor. Napoleon liked this. Alright, say no more. If you were a twin in
He had to. Now, what do a lot of them say about him crowning emperor? If you're Napoleon simp, you're like, he didn't really want to be emperor necessarily. It's like he did it to gain political legitimacy because it was an era where monarchies ruled, and since they removed their monarchy, and they were like, well, how are we going to communicate with the other countries? They're leaders of countries if we don't have a monarch, and that the other countries wanted him to be monarch. I'm not sure really buying that. I need to ask Chris from Vlogging Through History. He's I'll defer to him on all my questions about Napoleon, but sus.
Rome.
He wanted to be
name the
emperor, all right?
firstborn and then name the secondborn after the firstborn. Except if your older twin's name was Geminus, your name would be Antigeminus.
Yes.
This is the equivalent of naming your children Steve and not Steve. Those wacky Romans.
Oh my gosh. All right, if I ever have twin children, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Terry and not Terry.
What happened when triplets were born? Steve, not Steve, definitely not Steve. Seduce me with your history knowledge. Vikings make
All right, I
their
want to know. Let me know in the chat if you're a twin and if you're the second twin. I want you to write your name, not whatever.
women handle the finances because they thought math is witchcraft. I remember being 15. Age distribution of hospital visits due to punching walls. I love the
Oh,
one
gosh.
69-year-old that punched a wall.
Yeah, dude, that
Inside
dude.
you are two Greeks.
What do you think he punched the wall about? All right, inside you there are two Greeks. Okay, one Athenian, one Spartan. Okay.
One Athenian, one Spartan. They are both gay. You
Yep. Everyone in ancient Greece was gay.
You can pick
Okay,
any point
boomer.
in history involving rebellion, and the OK Boomer meme will make perfect sense. Kids climbing in the past.
That's awesome. Hey, Pope. The Pope was just a boomer. Holy Roman Emperor was a boomer. The Pope was a boomer. Dude, look at this. Kids climbing in the past. See, the problem with this now is, oh my God. I mean, just look at how dangerous that was. But like, that was it. Okay, so I make fun of the playgrounds today. They have nothing dangerous. It's like they replaced all the gravel that we used to play in with like rubbery, bouncy, soft stuff. Everything's plastic now. Like I grew up with the swings that were huge and the big tall metal slides that both burned and like gave you like friction burns because it was like, you know what I mean? But this is like taking it to another level. But look how these kids were probably so much more athletic and agile and probably learned better because, you know, take one fall off of that, you might break your arm or something, but you're going to improve later on.
Versus adult climbing today.
Yeah,
England.
no, that's an OSHA
Color,
violation.
America. Color. Humor. Flavor. England. What are
Why
you
do you have the
doing?
U?
America. Getting rid of
Exactly.
you. Sassy 19th
Exactly. Get
century
rid of the U.
schoolgirl aesthetic. Edith N. did this in
And Britain.
1848 and hated every snitch. Mess it up,
Oh,
Edith N.
heck yeah.
Earth is 4.6 billion years old. Let's scale that down to 46 years. We've been here for 4 hours. Our industrial revolution began 1 minute ago. In that time, we have destroyed more than
Yep.
30% of
The Industrial Revolution is the worst thing that's ever happened to our planet. We may never recover from it.
the world's
Great in the temporary. Absolutely great in the temporary. But oh my gosh.
forests. Sieges before cannons. We're going to stay behind these walls for years.
Yep.
No, we haven't got time to sit and wait. Sieges after cannons. Surrender? Yes.
Well, yeah, you sat around forever because you couldn't do anything to the walls. You couldn't do anything. If you got close enough, they would kill you, and nothing you had could break down the walls. So what you did, go around it, cut it off, starve them out.
Today I learned English inventor Joseph Merlin designed the first roller skates for a masquerade party in 1760. Not bothering to practice, he smashed into a wall-length mirror upon entrance. This is the best, most on-brand way for roller skates to be introduced to the world. Today I learned that in 1895, there were only 2 cars in the entire state of Ohio.
They hit each other.
But they still managed to crash into each other.
You know, you've probably seen the meme of 2 cars hitting each other. It wouldn't have been those ones because the cars in that meme are a lot older. But it's a funny story I always tell in my Industrial Revolution unit in school when we're talking about cars. It's funny.
Love wins.
Yes.
The peasants have become accustomed to speaking a most detestable phrase. As you say, Elder, they utter it with a most indecent tone.
That, as you say, that is literally okay boomer.
Implying disbelief and rebellious sentiments. This phrase might rightfully be compared to the gravest insult of our age, which I dare not.
That's okay boomer, but just an old fashioned. All right, guys, we'll stop here. Look out for another compilation video that we'll react to, and we'll see y'all next time.